It's a workout. It is a nose workout. ScentXplore is a nose workout in the very best way. This is Wellington on a very, very typical Wellington day. It is overcast, which is why I'm wearing my silver coat just to, blend in with the weather. But anyway, guys, I'm back from ScentXplore 2024, and this video is going to be all about my experience. And I'll make a second video showing you the goodie bag, because the goodie bag is fun. How was ScentXplore? ScentXplore was absolutely phenomenal. And I can definitely see how after you've been once, it's hard to, you're going to want to go back again. If you've been once, you want to go back to it again. Maybe Exhibitors another time. Obviously that's February just around the corner, so won't be going to that. But yeah, I'd love to come back to ScentXplore. First things first, it was a 3-day event this year. And the cool thing about that is that apparently the first event ever was a half a day. It evolved to, in recent years, 2 days, and this year was the first time that it was a 3-day event, which is really, really amazing and wonderful to see just the support in the fragrance community, to have a place where the niche fragrance companies can all come together and just share their fragrances with the fragrance community, because we do love to smell new stuff, don't we? 76 exhibitors this year, which, as you can imagine, the venue that we were in was absolutely crowded. The nice thing about that is that outside was really, really freezing. So day one, when the convention started, I remember it snowed that day. It was the only day that while I was there over the 2 weeks that it snowed. Getting inside, it was definitely really, really nice and toasty warm. So the layers were all coming off. But also, guys, it was really, really crowded. Super, super crowded. Really, really warm, really, really crowded. And, it was a vibe. It was definitely a vibe. What else? So the goodie bag was cool. To give you an example of the value in the goodie bag, I bought an early bird ticket for, I think it was $89, and I think the price just went up from there. So really, really recommend getting onto that, early bird price. But just one, probably the biggest single value inside the goodie bag was the Amouage sample set of the extrays from their new Essences collection, and that is retailing for about $100. So if you think that $89 for the early bird, $100 for just one of the gifts in the goodie bag, that's a really amazing deal. So the cool other thing about the goodie bags is that as the days went on, if you had just a bit of a good conversation with a brand owner or just some people at the stand, you did tend to collect some more samples and booklets and other fun collateral. So that was a real bonus. So my goodie bag sort of grew over the 3 days, which was really, really exciting. Okay, the other thing, oh my God, guys, it's starting to spit. Do you say spitting to describe intermittent, light rain? Spitting is very much a word that we use a lot here in Wellington, probably in New Zealand, but I don't know if it's a common word that people use for light rain, but it is starting to spit, so I better get a move on. The Masterclasses, highly recommend going to the Masterclasses, and the reason why is because when else are you going to be in a room hearing live from, for example, the creative director of Amouage and, of course, Cecile Zerokian, the nose behind my favourite of the new Essences collection from Amouage, Outlands. That was definitely my favourite fragrance. If I had to have a favourite, it's hard to pick a favourite, isn't it, when we're talking about fragrances, but out of everything I smelled, I definitely came away with being completely in love with Outlands. And so when else are you going to be in a room with people like that, learning from them, hearing from them? And you learned a lot from the Masterclasses. So I highly recommend going to those. The other thing is that a lot of fragrance houses had product to sell, so they'd brought along quite a lot of fragrances, and some of them didn't. So, just a bit of a bonus if you manage to actually buy anything there. But something to look out for and to remember as well is that at the end of day 3, a lot of the fragrance houses were selling off their tester bottles that you could buy more cheaply. So that's really something to look out for. And I did buy a few of those. So that was a bonus if you got to buy any of those. If you are a greedy pig like me, you probably can't go between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. and not have any food or drink. So something to remember, that if you go, there's no food or drink that was sold at the venue. And don't know if that's ever going to change, because we need all the space for the perfumes, don't we? It's easy enough just to nip out and go and grab something but that's just if you're greedy, but I don't think everyone was greedy. I saw this on another video where someone said that they met someone else who had business cards with a QR code on them. Just when you're meeting people and you're just talking about how to keep in contact, that's very handy. So I am going to do that next time. Business cards, QR codes on the business cards to your socials. It goes without saying that one of the really, really big bonuses about going to something like ScentXplore is meeting new people. So not only are you meeting the owners of the fragrance houses, the perfumers, but you're meeting all the people that work at that company that are passionate about their fragrances, that are happy to tell you all the stories that, when else are you going to hear all of that and experience that? So honestly, guys, it's a workout. It is a nose workout. ScentXplore is a nose workout in the very best way. 3 whole days, and I just take my hat off to them. Honestly, they were just by the end of day 3, I could just see some of them with just slightly blank look in their eyes. Their souls at some point were leaving their bodies and coming back. But I'm just saying, right? They were working hard. All right, guys, another thing is that there was an after party on day 3. I did buy a ticket to go to the after party, but I didn't end up by going to it because I'm such a nana. And I was tired, cold. It was exhausting. How lucky is that? How lucky was I to be exhausted from 3 days of a niche fragrance convention? But I heard it was amazing. I heard it was truly amazing. So if I go next year, I will buy the after party ticket and I will go this time. Obviously, one of the huge bonuses of going was to be able to meet new people, meeting people that you probably watch and follow on your social media, meeting other people just like yourself, and just everyone's really, really excited all together. Carlos Huber from Marquise, he's a very down-to-earth, normal person, unbelievably down-to-earth and normal, and a lot of people were. So that was really enjoyable, just to have normal conversations, just like you're talking to someone that you kind of know, just kicking that parasocial relationship into some kind of brief reality. Okay, here is my tag. All right, guys, so, oh my God, it's really, really starting to rain now, so I better be quick. All right, the Outlands fragrance by Cecile Zerokian. First thing is, and I've seen quite a lot of comment about this online, is that it is expensive. So $450. I know, that's just serious pain. It has got a citrus top note, but it is not a citrus fragrance. I saw a very, very cool description on Fragrantica, and someone said it smells like sticking your head in a barrel where someone has smeared lemon drizzle cake inside and lit an incense stick. Oh my goodness, guys, the Outlands fragrance is so heavenly. It is so beautiful, and honestly, seeing the beautiful Cecile Zerokian, she looks like, she's really personifying the Outlands fragrance. I really, really have to say, it's got a velvety feel about it, and truly, honestly, Cecile is so beautiful and gorgeous. I mean, she just looks like velvet personified. She looks ridiculous. She just really looks ridiculously incredible. It's from the Essences of Amouage collection, all of them released in 2024, as we know. So Outlands, it's an oriental woody fragrance. There are so many notes in this one that it can be a little bit tricky to really try and break down. Is it possible to smell all of the different ingredients in that fragrance? I don't think so, but I think that description of the lemon drizzle cake and the incense, it's got an amazing smoky woodiness. So it's got a lemony opening, lemon, cardamom and pepper, and it evolves into just this woody amberiness that is delicious, so sophisticated. It smells really expensive. I cannot overemphasize that. I cannot overemphasize it. Okay, the other two fragrances in that Essences collection is Reasons and Luster, but definitely this to me is the standout. And yeah, the other cool thing is that this is the first time in 15 years that Amouage has redesigned their packaging, and they've done that for this collection, but oh my gosh, guys, honestly, Outlands, I've already gone through the whole sample. I've got a couple of samples, and now I'm on to my second sample, but it is so, so gorgeous. Cannot highly recommend that enough, getting your nose on that. So yeah, guys, it is actually beyond spitting now, and it's actually sort of in the rain category now. It's raining. So I'm going to go. Thank you for watching this video. Is it working? Is it working? Is it working? Okay, good, it's working. All right. Okay, there's just some people walking past. Gosh, we are definitely getting a few people walking past now. Yeah, just, have you ever filmed in public? It's just an incredible experience, isn't it? Okay, right. Okay, cool. Okay, next cool thing. Next super, super cool thing